This podcast is sponsored by Intentional Living Magazine, your ultimate guide created to help infuse purpose and passion into your everyday life. From expert features that provide valuable insights to thought-provoking content that sparks transformation, this magazine, an online platform, is a perfect source of inspiration for all of those of us who truly believe in the power of intentional choices.
Hello, welcome to Hello, welcome to today's podcast. We've got to keep that in. Today we're talking to coaches, therapists, and founders. Got anything to say, Claire?
No,
just enjoy.
Just listen to this one. It's a corker.
Hello.
Hello.
You all right?
I'm good. Are you?
I am. When we do this opening, you're always very serious.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, like that. And you go, yeah.
I think it's because we're just starting off and I'm like a bit nervous.
Don't be nervous, love. You're all right. I've got you.
I don't. And again, it's like the start of something and I go, oh, we're on. The cameras are on.
Yeah, they're always on.
I know.
And you're a natural, girlfriend. You're a natural. Right, my girl. Today, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk to coaches, therapists, founders.
Yeah.
And the reason that we've decided to talk about this is because since the global pandemic, so many of our businesses have shifted to the online space and loads of people have retrained and requalified and done all of the things, expecting themselves to be able to get up and get their business out there. And some of them really have. Some people really have, and they've flourished. Those that have got a lot of money to throw at marketing campaigns and
Facebook
ads and all of the stuff, obviously, loudest voice, get heard. But there are lots of people that have invested loads of money in certain things and learning certain modalities, expecting them to be able to just switch on the flow of clients and just start a successful business. And the reality is that it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah. And I think because there's that many in the world of coaching and well-being, there's that many qualifications there now, isn't there? That from NLP to Myers-Briggs to human design to yoga teacher training. There's so many.
Breathwork's another one.
There's so many brilliant tools there. And again, between us, we've got them all because we want to get the qualification, which is great. But the clients don't just go, oh, you now do NLP or you now do human design or
not bothered about that.
Yeah, it's the transformation, isn't it?
Yeah.
That you're going to bring, and it is flooded now with life coaches.
Whatever kind of coach you are, the question that we have for you is, how are you differentiating yourself in the marketplace? And what is it that you're offering to your clients that sets you apart from everybody else? Because just by getting an NLP qualification or just by getting a breathwork qualification doesn't actually mean anything to the client. So because obviously we've got more and we've got our craft over 30 plus years, and obviously you've been
50 years combined, because we're
we're proper old, aren't we?
We've been on this earth for a while, kid, haven't we?
Yeah, and just in other worlds as well. You're getting comfy. Yeah. So it's about the transformational piece. And so the last few weeks we've heard from the ladies that work in our accreditation, and they came to us originally because they wanted to learn human design. But what they've done now is they've learned how to separate themselves from the crowd to be able to share what their transformation is, or what the client's transformation is, through the lens of the skill set that they have. And by doing that, they're able to communicate to their soulmate client, i.e. the person that they want to work with. Because when you're like us and we can do all of the things, it's really easy to say, well, I can work with anyone.
Yeah.
But actually working with anyone doesn't speak to anyone in particular. So the reason that we wanted to speak to the coaches today was just to really understand what it is that you can offer transformation-wise to the client base out there, and how are you finding? How are these people finding you in that space?
Because a lot of people who get into that work as well, therapists and coaches and even healers, they don't particularly get into it for making loads of money either, and some of them have not got it in them or don't understand how to communicate that, and they might not want to be dead visible, or they might not have that social media technology piece, that skill set, and they're doing it because they want to help. But obviously you need clients to be able to build your business for you to be able to live the life that you want. So it's, I see this as being like a little bit of a lesson where we can ask each other questions to give some of these people who are listening, who have done the qualification and gone, I've got my qualification now, I'm ready for my clients, and there's just like tumbleweeds. It's like, okay.
Yeah, you're right. And I put a post out the other day saying, right, you've got the qualification now. Where are your clients? And if this resonates, contact us. And we've had loads of people in our inbox. And some of the things that have been said is, I've got all the qualification, and I thought what I was going to do was, before I leave, I was going to get this qualification, and that was going to bring me in the clients that are going to fund me being able to start my business, but they're not coming. Well, it's just in the nicest, it's a qualification, and it's not like, how are you actually showing up in the world? Where are you spending your time? How are you communicating with them? How are they finding you? And there's a lot of frustration there. And then when we dip into the human design, like one lady came in and I said, so I looked at her human design, and she was a triple split definition, which means she needs more than one person or more than a couple of people to be able to process her energy effectively. And I'm saying, like, where are you working? At home on my own. It's never going to work for you. So she went, oh, right, thanks very much for that. I said, I suggest you go to a coffee shop or just go and sit with somewhere else and see how that energy flows. Projectors coming back saying, well, I'm trying this and I'm trying that, and I'm trying to do social media, but no one's really communicating with me, because they need to be recognised and invited. So create a platform where you can shine in your own right, and that you own, and then you don't need the invitation, that kind of thing. So there's so many people out there that really think that by getting the qualification, they are going to be able to just switch on the pipe
for the clients
to come. And so what we were sharing was with our accreditation process is that we work on the business side as well, to work with your design and your profile, and not just those, but how your energy's set up. So we look at your chart holistically and what works for you. So actually some people might be single definition, and it might be okay for them to sit at home on their own because that works. Doesn't work for me, doesn't work for you. And so it was all of those things. And just trying to think what else somebody else has said. So I've got no clients was another one, and I'm not earning any money, and I've tried podcasting and I've tried social media, and I go, well, who's your soulmate client? And they go, I don't know what that means. So
and in the world of marketing, they probably call it your ideal client, isn't it?
Or your avatar.
Who is it that you're speaking to? And
but we go into it deeper than that, based on your design and about shining where your absolute superpowers and strengths are, and how to communicate with those people. And then when you're delivering, how you're going to deliver to give them the best outputs. But ultimately, it's about us helping people create the magnetism to be able to draw in their clients.
Yeah.
And what about, so for you, the other thing was, we've got another client or another person that used to be in our membership, and she had a really good idea. So she set up a business to help therapists do the business side. Because therapists on the whole want, like you said, want to help people, but may not necessarily know how to do the business side. And that was a great thing as well. So, rather than just doing the modality we would also suggest maybe looking at business coaching as well.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I think it's great.
Do you?
We are coaches and we've been in business for a long time.
So in terms of the impact of understanding your design, how has that helped you as a coach attract your clients, our clients?
I don't know where to start with that one because it's been quite big. Understanding my type as a generator, understanding how I make decisions with my gut, with my sacral in the moment. Understanding I'm a 3-5 profile, so knowing that I like to try things out, I have to experience it. That's how I learn, going through those processes of trying it all out and not seeing it as a waste of time or a mistake. That's how I learn. And then also knowing that the 5 in me is here to help others and help with problems, so problem solve. But knowing all of this, differentiating between what's an obligation and what am I doing, and doing it because I'm worried about what people think, because someone might not like me if I don't say yes to a certain project, or I'm saying yes to clients that actually don't feel right. But it was, well, I need to get the money in, so I'll just work with this client, even though something in me is going, no, it doesn't feel right. And that's the energy's obviously off, isn't it? And so the last 2 years of us working together is literally saying yes to the things that light me up, that feel good in the body, because when I'm lit up, I'm more magnetic, and then that brings more people in. Typically, my soulmate clients are women who are ages between, say, 35 to 45, who have typically been in the corporate world as a leader or as a coach, who are a busy mum, who are burnt out, they feel unappreciated, they feel like they're a bad mum because they're spending too much time between work and home. So that's who I've attracted in.
Yeah. And I love that because we're solutions based, because we're both 5 energies. So we're here to provide the solutions. And because we complete the full human design chart together, we can literally help anyone. But because we are really passionate about women doing well, we're really passionate about women living in their design and embodied in their design, so that life doesn't have to be hard, so that actually, rather than finding their clients, the clients find them, and they're working with, or they're attracting clients that can work together, that they're meant to be together. Yeah. It's almost like that they were always destined to work together. And that's just the best connections ever when that happens.
But again, we go back to, it's about working on yourself, understanding yourself, that self-awareness piece, understanding your own design. And that's what we do in our accreditation, is that you learn about yourself in that 12 months, and then you can start to work on the business, or working, where are you taking your work, and what is the transformation that what problem are you solving for your clients? Because of the people that are in our accreditation at the minute, they're all teachers, coaches, or healers, aren't they? All with different backgrounds, from education, from hospitality, social work, and then just entrepreneurs. And I had a lovely message off Rachel, who's abroad at the minute. She's in Cyprus with her family, and she was like, "Are we on Tuesday? I really don't want this to end."
I know. And it is lovely.
And she's been doing the embodiment every day on holiday, and she said, "Honest to God, Claire, this splenic embodiment," she said, "it's so powerful." She said, "I feel so good and so trusted," she said, and because she's living in her in alignment, as what we say, she's more comfortable with speaking out. So she's showing up authentically, speaking to the right people. So then the energy matches, and that's how they're coming in. But she's still doing the work. So it's not like we're sitting there going, just change your energy and everything will come. You've still got to be visible, but be invisible for what works for you.
Yeah, and not being visible for the sake of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we get taught, or that's what the normal business coaches will say. You need to show up every single day for the algorithm and da-da-da-da-da.
And follow my blueprint, follow this blueprint.
God.
That doesn't work for everyone because it's about following your own.
Be a millionaire, because I've been a millionaire, but yeah, you start with no client, no followers, and you're not going to do it overnight. Let's just be honest about that. It's not going to happen overnight for you.
No.
So yeah, that's really important as well. And I think the fact that for the process that we take our clients through is they go first.
Yeah.
And they go first. We've been first. We still do the work every single day. When none of us are a completed job, are we? We're literally a work in progress, all of us. But if we go first, then we deliver with integrity. And actually, if you don't want to show up one day because you feel awful, then don't show up one day because you feel awful. Or show up and tell people you're feeling awful.
Because you're still being that vulnerable.
Because then you're being vulnerable and authentic, and you're actually showing up. You don't have to be polished. You don't have to be all shiny and saying the right things in the right order. Heaven forbid. Can you imagine if we had to do that? We'd never get anything bloody done. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. Just to say, coaches, founders, therapists, if you want to stand out from the crowd, then think about what it is that you are solving for your client. Think about who is your soulmate client and talk to them. And if you haven't got any idea about any of that, then contact us, because we may be able to help you.
Yeah. So we've got all of and also if anyone's listening and doesn't know what human design is, we've got episode 4. That is a podcast just based on what human design is, the overview, and there's a free human design chart in the show notes so that you can see what your design is. There's 5 different types, and it's based on the time you were born, where you were born, and the date you were born. And if you are interested and you are listening to this and you want to speak to us, or you'd like to join our next accreditation, then we've got all our calendars and everything set up now, haven't we? Because you've been working on the website.
Yeah, so organised now.
So organised. So yeah, if you hit the website, spaceandfreedom.com, and you'll see a contact us page there, and feel free, we can always book in a 30-minute call to answer and help any questions.
There's a free resources page as well for any of you. Meditation, masterclasses, stress busting checklists, all of the things.
Daily planner,
getting organised.
Life performance quiz. That's a good one.
That is a good one. In fact, should we mention that as well? Go on. So
do the life performance quiz, because that'll really help you understand where you are in all arenas of your life. It asks you 10 questions and it asks you to rate yourself. So from relationships through to career, through to community work, through to your mental, physical health.
Yeah. And
it's a good starting point of what you want from life and where you are.
Yeah. And it will give you an idea. Well, we also give them prompts then, don't we, to journal on?
Yeah.
And to see where you want to start working and where you want to put under the microscope. So yeah, we're literally like the gift that keeps on giving, aren't we?
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for that. That was a good, short but sweet, I think, but it's something that we needed to talk about, because we're getting a lot of people now coming in and asking us for help.
Yeah. And the other thing is, before we close, be really mindful and look into, the market is changing. People can't just go and do a course and just go and deliver it. Accreditations and the rubber stamping, be it right or be it wrong, is where this industry is going. So make sure you check out who it is you're working with.
Yeah. Check out the testimonials, check out the accreditation, make sure it's for you. If they are a decent coach or a decent mentor, they will want to have conversations with you before they start, because you need to know and make sure that it's right for you and they're right for you as well.
And that you're all aligned.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of noise out there. That's another reason why we do what we do. Yeah. Thanks for that.
You're welcome, Claire.
So it's love and light from me.
And it's ta-ra from me.